The NeuroAnalyst group is intended for clinicians working with patients, and it is intended to try and discuss a very ambitious and general challenge, which is to translate descriptive psychiatry into etiological psychiatry, in the sense that we are still at a level where we diagnose our patients according to signs and symptoms, complaints, and observations, while the rest of medicine has advanced into an etiological diagnostic approach where the names of the disease are the causes of the disease. If you say mitral valve prolapse or appendicitis, that would be the cause, the place in the body, and what is the pathology. But when you say depression or anxiety, that would be only at the level of symptoms and signs, in the sense that it only describes the complaints of the patients and the observation of the clinician. So we have this challenge to go towards an etiological diagnostic approach in psychiatry. Otherwise, it will be really hard to find effective treatments, because if you don't know the cause of the disease, it is obvious that you will have difficulty in designing a proper treatment. So this challenge is a huge challenge, and this group is designed to undertake discussions about this topic. And the group is not just a general group in the air. This idea of approaching a diagnostic etiological approach to psychiatry is embedded in a working MVP, minimal viable product application, which can be already used on the website, and it is a framework that guides the translation. You can actually go into this application and diagnose your patient according to the descriptive systems that we are used to, and the output of this system would be proposing the etiological brain-related disturbance for that disorder. The term neuroanalysis or NeuroAnalyst in this case comes from an historical fact. In the 1800s, Theodor Maynard, the eminent neurologist, he was also the chair of the department where Sigmund Freud did his residency. And he wrote a book titled The Disease of the Forebrain. And in this book, in the preface of this book, he says that the term psych is unscientific, in the sense that we cannot relate to it scientifically. Thus, it is a historical name and should be eliminated actually. And he suggested that instead of psychiatry, his book will be called Disease of the Forebrain. And interestingly, even though he was an opinion leader at that time, the term psych is still used. And in tribute to him and to his idea, which I actually adopt very much, I decided to take the term psychoanalysis and cancel out the term psych of that word, and instead put neuro. So instead of psychoanalysis, we have neuroanalysis. And the NeuroAnalyst group would be the group of clinicians who would actually bring about, hopefully, the conceptual change to call mental disorders according to their real name, which would be a brain-related disturbance. And this brain-related disturbance would be at the network level, at the brain organization level, which would be at brain network systems. So let's see if we can start a discussion, and hopefully we can get feedback. Go to brainprofiler.com and try out the application, give feedback, and let's have a discussion.